It's we kind of at TV days we'll come in to we'll have the shows prepared, and then we'll sit down and kind of present to our producers, which are kind of former superstars who now help the current generation of superstars put the matches together and stuff, and we kind of present those ideas and get their feedback. And if they offer feedback, sometimes things change. A lot of times things change, so you're constantly in a rewriting schedule, and a good idea will always trump, a better idea will always trump a good idea. So that's why it's kind of things are always right up to the last minute and changing and stuff, and it's never boring.
Yeah, it's really a collaborative process. It's not like a here.
What?
It's usually it really is encompassing the superstars and the producers backstage and everyone. We're all anyone who could pitch an idea who's working behind the scenes of the show or anything like that. If it's good, like I was saying, they'll get on the show. And sometimes it's bad.
Sometimes it's bad.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Sometimes the bad makes for great TV.
All right, so we'd like to open it up for any questions from the audience. You guys want to?
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Sit line behind the mic over here.
We have it ready.
This is for Brian and Ed. I was wondering how you kind of came to your positions right now, and just like your background and what kind of helped you get where you are.
Okay. I actually started at the WWE's TV studio as a production assistant back in March of 2001, and saw an advertisement when they were advertising for jobs on Hot Jobs for basically a production assistant on the writing team. And I'd always, grew up as a fan, and always wanted to be a part of it. Thought it was a dream job and stuff, and so I applied, wrote up a writing sample, interviewed with Stephanie McMahon, and started as a writer's assistant at King of the Ring 2001 in June. And I basically just kind of worked my way up over the last 9 years or however long it's been, and that's how I've gotten to where I am today.
Yeah, mine's a little different. I was out in LA writing on some very prestigious sitcoms, like Big Wolf on Campus. It's an inspiration of Twilight. And Jenny McCarthy's sitcom on NBC. Hold your applause. And basically, my sister was a production assistant at MTV, and they were doing a series of SummerSlam specials, SummerSlam '99, and she called up, and MTV people were too hip to have anyone who was, in the diehard WWE fan to write these things. So she had asked me if I wanted to, submit some ideas, and I did that. And the first thing was basically the superstars introduced their favorite music videos, which they had never seen, so you had to write it in their voice. And it was Triple H, Mankind, and The Rock. Yeah.
Music video.
Yeah. Triple H was not as impressed as The Rock and Mick were, but regardless, it turned out to be a good deal. And they had asked me at WWE, said, "Hey, this is pretty good stuff. Did you ever consider writing for us?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll give it a shot." And then they called me the next day, and it's like, "Okay, you're going to interview with Human Resources, and then you're going to interview with Shane McMahon, and then you're going to interview with Linda and Vince McMahon, all in one day." I'm like, I still have my wrestling buddies in my basement. It's a little daunting, but yeah, we had a good interview, and eventually got hired and started November of '99 and been there ever since.
My question is for kind of the two teams, the stars and the writers. How do you guys go about let's say, the catchphrases or your persona, and then kind of also the music and how it kind of ties into your character? Does that start with the talent, or does that start on the writer side or the production side?
I think it's a little bit of everything, to be honest. As far as music, my first music was like a guitar riff, and I always felt like wasn't good enough. Not necessarily like they didn't do a great job with it. It's just that I wanted something that really marked my spot, you know, in the WWE, and it just was one of those ones that was kind of generic. It's kind of what you just throw at someone when they first come out, and it's like, here it comes. I was like, all right, I kind of am over this. So I actually went to Kevin Dunn, which is one of our execs, and was like, listen, can I get new music? It took like about 4 or 5 songs that were written by great talents that just didn't fit me until I got the right one, which was I Came to Play. As far as catchphrases go, I'm a huge catchphrase as it is. I come up with catchphrases all the time just because I think it's funny. And Hoorah was my first one when I was very, very goofy and people thought I was going to get featured in Endeavored, which I'm still here, people. Yeah. Second one, I think, was Chicks Dig Me and Their Men Fear Me. That was an ECW one. Thanks, Ed. Good times in ECW. And then I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. That was a little more organic. It was kind of when I just broke up with, I forgot another one. I forgot the Be Jealous. If you remember the John Morrison and Miz days with the Dirt Sheet. Yes. That was a John Morrison. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for not wearing a Stormtrooper outfit. But yeah, so I'm the Miz and I'm Awesome came along more organically. It was one of those things that I just separated from Morrison. I didn't want to go with the Be Jealous anymore. I wanted to do my own thing, and it's kind of one of those things that just kind of happened. And then as far as my outfit, when I broke up with John, when I broke up with John, it was like, when John Morrison and I broke up, it was kind of like we went our separate ways, and I was going to keep the shorts. I was going to keep the hats. I was going to keep everything going until Calgary Kid. Now, if anyone remembers me as Calgary Kid, that was good stuff. I wore trunks to fool everyone, and I wore a mask, so nobody knew it was me, and I won a contract back because Jeremy Piven the week before banned me from Summerfest, or for those that actually watch WWE, SummerSlam. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Jeremy, you Emmy Award-winning actor that couldn't even get SummerSlam right. But anyway, is that me cutting a promo on Jeremy Piven? Yes. Obviously he's not here. Doesn't really matter if he is. Tell to his face, Ari Gold, what? Anyway, back to me. So Calgary Kid came, and I wore trunks for the first time ever in my entire life. Never did I ever want to wear the underwear that I wear today. And wore them and went backstage, and Vince goes, Miz, you've got great legs. I instantly said, thank you, Vince. You're going to start wearing trunks. I went, oh, man, he got me. How can you tell Vince no when he tells you have great legs? So that's how the whole trunks came about, and I think the reason I am here today is because I went trunks, went more serious, went with I'm Miz and I'm Awesome. The song came about. Everything is just kind of going into place for me to become the WWE.